Hello, and welcome to the first year of WWE's ECW, the show where we take a look back at the first 52 episodes of WWE's re-envisioning of Extreme Championship Wrestling. Episode 39 kicks off with the Rated R superstar Edge talking to some women backstage when a pissed off Randy Orton enters the frame and begins to berate Edge for volunteering him to take on the ECW champion Bobby Lashley tonight. Edge assures Orton that this is a good thing as he tells Randy we're doing Mr. McMahon a favour. Orton still isn't happy and tells him that he's kissing the boss's arse. Edge assures his Rated RKO partner that in the main event tonight, he's got his back. It's official, ECW have got a match on the WrestleMania 23 card. The New Breed will take on the Originals in an 8-man tag match on the grandest stage of them all. But tonight, it's all 8 men in an extreme battle royal, which means it's every man for himself. Slightly strange match choice. What happens if the New Breed eliminate all the Originals first? They just turn on each other and start chucking their own team over the top rope. Obviously that's not going to happen, and I imagine that they will book this so that it comes down to a member from each team. I'm just glad that we've got something different rather than a singles match or a tag match like we've had in previous weeks with this rivalry. Sandman is the first to be eliminated when Matt Striker sends him crashing down into the barrier. Corvon is next when he gets hit with a sweet double team move by Sabu and Van Dam. Corvon messes up the elimination and basically ends up chucking himself out. Kevin Thorne gets the next elimination when he picks up Sabu and places him on the top turnbuckle before shoving him to the outside. 3-on-2 almost becomes 3-on-1 when RVD takes his usual nutsack bump on the top turnbuckle courtesy of Matt Striker, but RVD manages to turn things around and stay in the match. Eventually Van Dam takes out Kevin Thorne, but ends up awkwardly eliminating himself in the process when he gets his hand trapped between the ropes. It's now Tommy Dreamer on his own representing the Originals against the New Breeds Matt Striker and Elijah Burke. It looks like Tommy is in trouble when Burke and Striker team up to eliminate him in the corner, but Dreamer manages to fight back and ends up sending Striker up and over to the outside. It's now down to one member of the New Breed versus one member of the Originals. Wow, I didn't see that one coming. Elijah thinks he's eliminated Dreamer when he drop kicks him from the top rope, but Dreamer manages to hold on, fight back, and inevitably eliminate Burke to pick up another win for the Originals. The Originals celebrate in the ring before being cut off by Mick Foley's music. This is a strange promo, and the main reason for it is for Foley to promote his upcoming book, The Hardcore Diaries. On top of Mick promoting his book, it's also weird because he cuts a promo encouraging and supporting the Originals in their upcoming WrestleMania match, but last year at One Night Stand he stabbed Tommy Dreamer in the back. So understandably, the Originals are hostile and standoffish to Mick's praise of them throughout the promo. To me, it would have just been better to have Mick come out separately and promote the book on his own with everything that happened storyline-wise between him and Tommy Dreamer. It surely can't be that time of the night already. But it is. It's spicy dance interlude time with the girls Kelly, Brooke and Layla, aka Extreme Exposé. Thankfully we don't have to watch their terrible boring dancing for too long this week as the monster Snitsky runs down to the ring, scares the girls away and then proceeds to beat the ever-living shit out of 2 jobbers that appear out of nowhere. Just before I move on from this segment, I'm not sure about Snitsky's new theme. Kinda sounds like a Jaws knockoff. For the second week in a row, Elijah Burke is backstage trying to convince CM Punk to join the New Breed. Burke says that at WrestleMania 23, that night belongs to the New Breed, to which Punk replies that it will be his night when he wins the Money in the Bank ladder match. Burke says he can agree with that too, if you decide to take me up on my offer. Think about it, there's an even better chance if you have the New Breed in your corner. So while you're writing on your tape, I want you to remember, Punk, that the New Breed is where the power lies. Next we get a recap of last night's episode of Monday Night Raw where we had the contract signing for the Battle of the Billionaires match between Trump and McMahon. Stone Cold kept the two in line for the most part, but after he left the ring, Donald Trump shoved McMahon over a table. It's main event time, folks. Donald Trump's WrestleMania representative Bobby Lashley almost falls out of the curtain tonight to take on one half of Rated RKO, Randy Orton. Before the bell sounds, Edge's music hits and out walks the Rated R superstar who promised to have Orton's back in this match. Early on in the match, the divide between Rated RKO continues to grow as Edge attempts to help Orton out but ends up getting caught by the referee. After we return from the commercial break, Orton has the better of the ECW World Champ and continues to wear him down for a large portion of the match. Later, as Lashley counters an RKO, it looks like he's going to start a comeback when the Rated R superstar gets into the ring and once again gets caught by the referee. This time, Scott Armstrong ejects him. Edge and Orton argue on the outside for a bit before Edge turns around and leaves with a big grin on his face. That sneaky little bastard. After another break, we return to the action with Orton kicking the champ on top of the steel steps. Orton then hits a massive suplex on the outside. The beatdown continues on the champ, but no matter what Orton does, he can't get the 3 count. After running shoulder first into the ring post, the comeback is on for Bobby, who now proceeds to beat the crap out of Orton. Eventually, Lashley hits the Dominator, and it's all over. The champ's music is quickly cut off by Vince McMahon's. Vince and Lashley then proceed to have a stare down before the end of the episode. Once again, this was a fairly average episode of ECW, and if I'm being honest, just a bit boring really. A large part of this episode was dedicated to building tension between a team that isn't even on the ECW brand. On a more positive note, Snitsky stopped us from enduring another extreme expose dance segment. Now whether you agree or disagree with that statement, all depends on how much of a horny bastard you are. I'm going to give episode 39 of ECW 2 out of 5 stars. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.